Lots of people will tell you that you cannot change what's going on around you. You have to change what's going on within you first. Here's a small chunk of a story that might help you understand a little bit of what that looks like in real time. Last night I'm putting my kids to bed. Once it creeps up toward 9 o'clock, especially when it starts to get darker earlier, they understand the time change better than I would think they do. So it starts to get like 8 o'clock, 8:30, and they're getting tired. Now this is hard sometimes for parents, me being parents, because they stay up in the summer until 9:30, 10 o'clock, and there's like not that big of a deal about it. Everybody's pretty cool. They go right to bed, whatever. Now that it's shifting, they can feel that the sun is going down and they start to get tired and they start to get really cranky. So if I don't get that window and get them into bed, and I'm talking like 8:30, now mind you, I wasn't getting them ready for bed until 9 o'clock. We had a busy day in the morning. My kids go to co-op, and then we came home, we ate, we played. And then as it got a little bit later, like 5 o'clock, it was beautiful outside. So we were outside from 5 until like 8 o'clock, nonstop. My kids are on the trampoline, they're playing, they're running, right? Nonstop energy. When we came inside and 8:30 hit, they were done toast. Now my 6-year-old gets rammy, but he's more quiet. My 8-year-old will let you know he turns into cuckoo. So he not only gets super duper hyper because he's overtired, he gets really like a butthole. So all of this to say, we get into bed and he starts to fight with his brother. Now I read to both of them, so I'm laying in the middle of the bed and they're fighting. So he gets annoyed that I say like, look man, you hit him, he's gonna hit you back. He jumps off the bed. Now in past times, what I would do is try to get him back on the bed so that we can continue with the reading of the story and we could continue with the going to the bed, you know, because that's like my main goal. So I'm trying to shift. This is where this comes into play. I'm trying to shift what's going on the outside. I'm trying to change the situation as fast as I can so that I can feel better and regulate, right? Like once I get him up on the bed and I get him listening to the story, he'll calm down and then everybody else will settle too. But last night, I was more regulated going into it. So I was like outside looking in going, I'm not going to try to change the situation in order to regulate myself. I'm going to just read the story, let him know he'll be missed, which is exactly what I did. Hey man, we're going to start reading. You know, you're more than welcome to stay on the floor, but we'll miss you up here. And he's like, I don't want to come up there ever. So I said, okay. So we started reading. We'll miss you with the story. And I start the book. By the 3rd page, he was up in bed, cozied up, looking at the pictures. He said, sorry, I was upset. Noted. When it comes to our own children, I am fascinated by how much they depend on you being regulated so that they can find their regulation. And this is constant. If I'm in an iffy mood, if I'm feeling impatient, the words that come out of my mouth might feel, no. The words that come out of my mouth are calm, right? Come to the table. We have to finish our XYZ. But the feeling inside doesn't match the words. So the words are coming out slow, and I'm trying to get it together. But the inside is going, get at this fucking table. When you can muster up the ability to match the outside words that are calm with the inside feeling calm and collected, and I don't have to change what's going on the outside. I'm going to handle what's going on the inside, and therefore things will change around me. They really do start to soften. And the last thing I would say is let go of what you think should happen. If he were to choose to stay on the floor and sleep on the floor, that would have been okay. All of that to say, sometimes you can get your shit together. Sometimes you totally can't. But on the days that you can, and you can put together that sort of what everybody's been, it's like a buzzword now, is that nervous system regulation, but it's a real thing. I'm glad it's like picking up speed, because once you can get the inside to match the outside, everything starts to shift. The way you see people, the way people see you, the way people talk to you, the way you talk to people. It really is it's a big deal. But with your kids, man, it's huge. It's like the thing. They're looking to you to see where you're at so that they can match. You know, it's fascinating. It's hard, but it's fascinating. Bye.